Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSBN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSBN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Indiana Pacers tonight. Guys, I just have to say this was an easy win for the Los Angeles Lakers, and just have to say, with shorthanded players from the Indiana Pacers. That's right, I did not mention the Los Angeles Lakers in this particular video because all of our Lakers starting lineup came to play tonight's game. That's right, LeBron James made his return after being out for almost like a week and a half due to like some issues with his knee, but his ankle. His high ankle sprain. He just wanted to make sure that it's 100%, and it showed in tonight's game. And the return of Anthony Davis at the same time. Also, Dennis Schroeder returns after being out due to COVID-19. He was out for 14 days because of it. He needs to be in the safety and protocols, moratorium because he got contracted of the coronavirus. So having him back and including LeBron and Anthony Davis was just an easy win for the Los Angeles Lakers to take due to the circumstances of the Indiana Pacers not having their own starting lineup. So it was an obvious easy win for the Los Angeles Lakers to get, and what better way for the Lakers to get a W than today, because today is the introduction of the Hall of Fame of 2021, and that is inducting the great late Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett. The list goes on. I mean, and personally, guys, this is just coming from me, and I know some of you may disagree with me on this, but honestly, this is the best class of the Hall of Fame. Basketball Hall of Fame. But to be honest with you guys, it is because you have Kobe Bryant, you have Tim Duncan, you have Kevin Garnett. I mean, and just some great coaches, and I believe a WNBA player being part of this introduction of the Basketball Hall of Fame. I mean, it's just so great to see this type of moment, and especially in these difficult times for these past couple of years. I mean, and this is so important to Laker fans as well, including myself being a fan of Kobe Bryant. He's the reason why I became a Laker fan because of it, and just love the game of basketball because of it. And that tragic day that happened in 2020 in January is just still rocks Lakers nation and the sports world when it came to the tragic death of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi, and I believe the 7 others in that horrible helicopter crash. And it just still rocks us till this day. I mean, it reminds us of like when 9/11 happened, or just some tragic event when John F. Kennedy got assassinated. I mean, that is just one of those type of events and moments in history that we just hold dear to our hearts. And just seeing that particular event happen, it just really rocked the sports world and Lakers nation. And it still shocks me to this day. But there's a silver lining in this particular thing, because now we can finally say that Kobe Bryant is a Hall of Famer. He is officially going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, and it's just a great moment to witness. And we witnessed last night of the jackets being introduced to the players, and including to Vanessa Bryant and her daughter. I mean, that's just a great moment to witness, and it's just so surreal, and it gives me kind of a chills. And I saw, you guys are probably going to see this image, but I felt chills when I saw the jacket being worn on Kobe Bryant's daughter, and seeing right next to her is Vanessa Bryant, and it just gave me the chills. And I saw this tweet that was on Facebook, the attachment with the photo of them being taken a photo of. It's just so surreal and gave me chills of just seeing that. And it's just rightfully so. Rightfully to see that jacket worn on the daughters of Kobe Bryant, and one of them is the oldest one. So, guys, just personally, this is just a great moment for Lakers Nation. We should celebrate instead of mourning, because, this is just a great moment. This is what we were waiting for, to see Kobe Bryant to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And he is well recognized as one of the greatest players of all time. Okay, he's a Hall of Famer. He was the first ballot Hall of Famer, and he is being recognized as one today. And for many years to come, we can honestly refer to Kobe Bryant as the Hall of Famer Kobe Bryant. And guys, it's just Kobe Bryant was just a huge fan of mine, and to all Lakers Nation. And, he just really resonated with me, because he was the reason why I became a Laker fan, and, why I just love the game of basketball, because of the toughness and the greatness that they bring to the table. And Kobe Bryant was one of them. And, he's like the closest thing to Michael Jordan, which, by the way, Michael Jordan is going to induct Kobe Bryant into the Hall of Fame, and giving him a speech, and alongside Vanessa Bryant, as what I heard. I mean, I'm not sure if it's really happening now, but last time I heard about it, it was going to be Michael Jordan and Vanessa Bryant inducting Kobe Bryant into the Hall of Fame. So, great moment to witness, guys. I just really am so, celebrated to see this happening, and I know Lakers Nation is proud to see this happening for Kobe Bryant and the Kobe Bryant family and the Lakers organization. And with this win that the Lakers got against the Indiana Pacers was just the icing on the cake. I mean, what better way to win a game than on the Hall of Fame day of Kobe Bryant? I mean, that's what it's all about. And LeBron James gave respect to Kobe Bryant. Still wears that band on his finger. 24. I mean, the guy is just respects Kobe Bryant to the point that he promised Lakers Nation that we will win a championship in 2020 for Kobe Bryant and Gigi, and they delivered. Kobe Bryant is, it's just resonated in that championship win because of the promise that LeBron James made. And it's just a great moment to witness, guys. I believe everyone is going to remember, Lakers Nation is going to remember that particular championship and what LeBron did to deliver it so, and kept on his promise. And it's just a great moment to hear that from LeBron James for Kobe Bryant, and with a great performance that he put out there tonight. 24 points. I mean, that says it all. Okay, you got 24 points in your return, had 7 rebounds and 8 assists, and basically led the way for the Lakers to get this easy win over the Indiana Pacers. Anthony Davis led the Lakers tonight with, I believe he had 29 or maybe 28 points last time I checked, and I believe he had 10 rebounds, averaging a double-double out there tonight. And guys, from the first quarter, he had 17 points. So you can just tell that he was on the prowl. He wanted to win this game in Indiana tonight, get this easy win. And guys, it's kind of a win or lose situation on Sunday. If the Lakers get this win and the Portland Trail Blazers loses to Denver on Sunday, then the Lakers could potentially clinch the 6th spot in the Western Conference. But if both teams win this particular game on Sunday, then the Lakers unfortunately will be in the play-in tournament. So either way, the Lakers will be in the playoff picture. But it would be much better if they're in a playoff seat instead of being in the play-in tournament. That's just my own personal opinion. But lots of things will resonate when it comes to Sunday's game, the final season game of the regular season for all teams that are playing on Sunday, including the Los Angeles Lakers. So just a great performance from LeBron and Anthony Davis. Andre Drummond brought the heat. Okay, he had, I believe, another double-double tonight. He's been averaging double-doubles as of late. I believe he had 11 points. Maybe he was like 10 points, somewhere around there. But I know he averaged 15 rebounds for the Los Angeles Lakers. Okay, the guy is a rebounding machine. He was a main focal point when it came to the first half of the game. Just the combination of seeing LeBron and Anthony Davis and just the big three of Andre Drummond just leading the way, and it was just a great job by Andre Drummond as of late, seeing him getting his rhythm in when it came down to it now. I mean, he's starting to get his bearings in, and it's noticeable, and I just really can't wait to see more out of him when it comes to either the play-in tournament or in the playoffs. So just really can't wait for that. So great job out there for Andre Drummond. KCP, he had, I believe, 13 points, and I believe he went 3 of 6 from the three. So we have to give him some credit out there for his shooting ability out there. So great job for KCP. Dennis Schroeder making his return after being out, as I mentioned, because of COVID. He returned and, gave us a great performance. I believe he had 14 points for the Los Angeles Lakers, leading the way as that floor general as he is. And we're going to see more out of him. I mean, he is pumped more than ever for being out for so long. He must be 100% healthy and ready to go because, due to the circumstances of him being out for 11 to 14 days, due to COVID, he just was just ready to go and brought his A game when it's all said and done against the Indiana Pacers, and with 14 points in his return. So, and I really can't wait to see what he will bring to the table when it comes to playoff time. So, great job out there for Dennis Schroeder, and welcome back, Dennis Schroeder. When it came to the bench role, guys, not a lot of activity, but we can give some credit to Montrezl Harrell, who stepped up his role on the second unit. I believe he had 8 points, maybe was 12 points out there for the second unit. I might be mistaken. There was another player that stepped up his role. Maybe it was THT or something like that. I might be mistaken, guys, but the bench role was known, but it was nothing compared to the starting lineup, who really brought their A game in this particular win, an easy win against the Indiana Pacers. And guys, it was just a much needed win for the Lakers. And it's just a kind of a win and loss situation for the Lakers when it comes to the Sunday's game. If they win the game against the I might be mistaken, it's the New Orleans Pelicans, they have the opportunity to either clinch the 6th spot or the play-in, or they're going to be automatically playing in the play-in tournament. That has to do with the circumstances of the Portland Trail Blazers versus the Denver Nuggets. So if they lose that game, the Lakers will clinch the 6th spot. But if they win that game, the Portland Trail Blazers still remains the 6th spot in the Western Conference, and I believe they will be either playing the LA Clippers or they'll be playing the Denver Nuggets. Still remains to be seen when it comes to the playoff picture for the Portland Trail Blazers. And yeah, guys, I was just so pumped in this game tonight. I was so impressed by the performances by the Lakers. But, it was an easy win. So it was just obvious that the Lakers will play to the best of their abilities. So I had no issues of this particular win that the Lakers got because it was supposed to be an easy win. And what better way for the Lakers, as I mentioned, to win this game than on the Hall of Fame night inductees of the great late Kobe Bryant, alongside Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan and the rest of the inductees from coaches and from WNBA player. I forgot her name, but she's just well known for her basketball skills in the WNBA, and I believe she's a champion, but I might be mistaken. So it's just my opinion, it's one of the greatest classes of all time, to be honest with you. Maybe it's being biased here because I grew up seeing these players play. Some people may say, it's Michael Jordan's inductee into the Hall of Fame. That was more memorable, but personally, guys, this one is memorable for me because I was a huge fan of Kobe Bryant. I grew up as a fan of his, and I just have like every jersey that he ever owned, that he ever wore, because of how great Kobe Bryant was. And I hate to see the that he's gone, but he will be remembered in our hearts because what he brought to the game of basketball, to what he delivered for the city of LA, from 5 championships. I mean, he has a great resume under his belt. All-Star, MVP appearances, first team, second team. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, Kobe Bryant did it all, and he put everything, his heart and soul, into the NBA game. And, he did it all. He did it all. And you guys, we just have to bear witness to what Kobe Bryant really brought to the game of basketball. I mean, he was just one of those players that worked so hard to play the way that he played. I mean, having an 81-point game, being ranked as the best scorer of all time. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, the guy just has a great resume, and he's well known to be inducted into the Hall of Fame because of it. And, he's going to be missed. He's going to be missed in Lakers Nation. And guys, he will never be forgotten. He will never be forgotten. I mean, he's just one of those type of guys that, he really brought his heart and soul into the game, and it showed. It showed, and I'm just so glad that he's in the Hall of Fame now, and we can finally recognize him as one of the greatest players of all time, a Hall of Famer that he is in Kobe Bryant. And yeah, guys, he's just going to be it's going to be a memorable day for Lakers Nation. And I really want to know, guys, your thoughts and your opinions about the Lakers win, and also the inductee of Kobe Bryant into the Hall of Fame. Do you guys think this is the right, I guess, I don't know what to say, because there's no denying that Kobe Bryant deserves him to be in the Hall of Fame because of his resume. I mean, he even got an Oscar. I mean, come on. If the guy did not do it all, he got an Oscar, he got an Emmy because of Dear Basketball. I mean, he did it all. Even after he retired, became the businessman that he is, and made books. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, the guy did it all at the end of his life, and we have to celebrate his life and appreciate what he brought to the game of basketball, and just everything that he did when it came to the sports world, LA. I mean, the guy is really remembered, and he will never be forgotten as long as we all should live. I mean, he will be recognized and be remembered because of it. And yeah, guys, I really want to know, guys, your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and please, guys, make sure to like my or subscribe to my ZSPN podcast on Anchor. Is also on Spotify, Breaker, Radio Public, and it will soon be on Apple Podcasts. So, guys, if you guys show me the support on that, I really do appreciate it. And also like all of my social media sites, ZSPN on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video, so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there. And hashtag Mamba forever. Mamba forever. Thank you, Kobe Bryant, for the memories. Take it easy, guys.